Hello, my beautiful planty people, and how are you doing today? I hope you are wonderful. I am doing well. For those of you who are new here, hi, hello, welcome. It is so awesome to see you and so wonderful to have you as part of my little plant family. And for all of my gluttons for punishment who just keep coming back for more, thank you so much. It is amazing to see you, and thank you so much for coming back. So, I did something last weekend, or this past weekend, that I haven't done in a really long time, and let me tell you, it was good. Get your mind out of the gutter. I went plant shopping. Anyways, so three of my friends and I went and we did some plant shopping, and I went to some plant shops that I haven't been to yet because they are a couple of hours away. So the girls took me and we had a wonderful girls' day. We visited 3 different nurseries and it was so much fun. I really kind of went there with the expectation of filming a little bit, doing kind of some stuff to include in my vlogs. But to be honest, it really distracts from the whole experience. So I didn't really film anything. I think I took a couple pictures of some things that I found really neat. But overall, I just enjoyed the day. I had a great day. We had, you know, a little bit of lunch, and it was really nice just to get out of the house, because I don't do that anymore, which is weird. It's odd to be like outside. And it was really nice just to hang out with the girls and just have a girls' day. So I know that was a super long intro and you really don't care. Some of you may. Anyway, so because I hadn't gone plant shopping in a while, I did buy some plants. I also bought some really cute pots. And so I'm going to show that stuff to you today. So if that sounds like something that you'd like to stick around and watch, then please stick around and watch and check out my haul. Okay, I'm excited. I haven't showed you some new plants, and also I actually have a few plants coming this week because I have a project. I love projects. Anyway, it's something that I've kind of been planning for a while, and I've just been sitting on it, and I'm just sick of sitting on it. So I decided I'm gonna do it. I got a whole bunch of stuff that's coming this week, between like stuff from Amazon and some other companies and some plants, and I'm very jazzed to be able to show you that. So anyway, so watch out for that. That's probably going to take me a couple weeks, at least a week, to put together and edit and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, I'm excited. I think that came across. That okay. Okay, so I went with 3 of my friends. The first friend you guys hear me talk about all the time, and that is Paula, my plant fairy godmother, my planty bestie. And so there's a couple girls that I talk to on Instagram quite often, but we had never actually met in person. So it was such a pleasure to actually meet them in person. So one of them is Brenda. And Brenda is on Instagram at Lover of Plants Canada. And then also Janelle, who is absolutely lovely. Both of these ladies are amazing. And Janelle is Intense Supernova on Instagram, so go show them some love. Tell them I sent you. They're going to be like, oh my god. Anyway, so every time I see Paula, when I leave her house, she's like, here, take this. Here, take this. That's what is so great about having plant friends. Like every time Paula comes here, I go there. We're just like giving each other things. And so this time was no exception. She sent me home with 3 plants. So these 3 plants from Paula are the ones that I'm going to show you first. So the very first one is really hard to see because it is quite tiny, but you're gonna have to take my word for what it is. I'll try to insert a photo up close, but I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see it overly well. You'll see what I mean in a second. So this is a variegated string of pearls. They're super hard to get your hands on around here. I don't know what they're like everywhere else, but there they are. I'm not sure if you can tell they're variegated or not. Maybe on some of the little beads there. Anyway, I was trying to track one of these down for the longest time because they're just, I mean, string of pearls is super cute anyway, but then to have a variegated one, you guys know how I feel about variegation. Anyway, so what I've done is she gave me 3 little strips of them, so I just laid them on top of the soil and then just kind of made some of the soil kind of come up in around the stem. And then I just kind of keep it moist, and that way the roots will grow down from each of the nodes, and then new stems will kind of grow from that. So I'm crossing my fingers. I haven't had a whole lot of success with string of pearls up until this point. I do have a small, just plain green string of pearls, which is doing okay. Damn, I probably just jinxed myself. Anyway, so I'm really going to try hard to keep this one alive. It's so adorable, and it's from Paula, so, you know, it's special. Okay, so that is the first plant I wanted to show you today. The second one is a Hoya that I've been wanting for a while, but I don't really ever see it. And that is the Hoya Bertonier, I think it's called. There it is there. So it has these softer leaves. They're kind of fuzzy-ish. They're not furry, but they're kind of fuzzy. See, furry, fuzzy. Anyway, they're really soft. And I love because they get these like red or burgundy colored margins around them. And there's the new leaves that are coming in there. I think it's focusing. Is it focusing on them? We'll hope so. Anyway, really, really cute little Hoya. So I just have it. It doesn't have any roots. She just literally went around clipping pieces off of her plants and like, here, take that. It's Paula. Anyway, so I have this guy in a pot with just some sphagnum moss, and I actually set up in my greenhouse one shelf that has a heat mat on it. So anything that I'm rooting, the heat helps to initiate the rooting process. And so that's new for me. I just set it up yesterday and put these guys right on it. I've just been kind of keeping an eye because I have heard horror stories in the past where it has just like completely burnt the roots because it's been too warm. So I only have it on for a couple hours a day. It's quite warm in that greenhouse anyway. It's about 26, 27 degrees, and today it's been 99% humidity, which is crazy. Crazy awesome. Anyway, so I will let you know how that goes. It will be part of my next vlog, which I might as well just stop here and tell you this now. So I will be participating in Vlogmas this year. Last year it was more like a Vlogmas week, so weekly I would do a video, but I was also working full-time last year, and so it was really difficult for me to keep consistent. I know there's a lot of people that vlog daily. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Not only do I not think that I have enough things to show you to be able to vlog every day, it's a lot of time, plus I'm doing other videos, plus plant care. It's just not feasible. So I'm going to, you know what? I don't think I can do every other day. I can't even commit to that. I am going to do at least 2 extra videos a week. Okay? They're gonna be like raw and dirty, but you know, if you want to watch them, then that's amazing. But anyway, all of this to say that that whole situation with the heat mat will be in that first Vlogmas video, which I believe will be on the 2nd of December, because I think the 1st is a Tuesday, my first regular upload day. Oh, but it won't be on the same regular upload day. So it actually will probably be out on the 1st. Oh my god. You just want to see plants. I know. Okay. Anywho, so those 2 plants are ones that Paula gave me. And there's one more. Let me grab it here. So you guys may or may not know that I really love my trailing plants. So pothos, Scindapsus, philodendrons, all that kind of stuff. No matter how many rare plants, and I'm calling them rare, get over it. No matter how many rare plants that I get, I will always have all of my trailing plants and some of my common plants because I just love them so much. So this, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Scindapsus silver. Shit. I forget. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen. Anyway, so this is very similar to an Exotica. It's kind of a in between of the Exotica and the Argyrius. So the difference here, instead of your typical Exotica leaf, these ones have more of a, they kind of look a little more blended. Is that the word I'm looking for? So the silvery parts on them are much more blended. Blended. Anyway, I hope that's coming across, but that's the plant, and I am super excited. There's quite a few nodes in here, and so I am really looking forward to having a nice big full plant of this. I absolutely love the leaves on this. They are beautiful. The silver is very subtle. I find the leaves not quite as thick as the Exotica, probably because there's not as much silver. So basically that silver layer that you're seeing on top is in fact a layer. And then there's like air pockets, I guess. I don't know all the sciencey things. I heard this somewhere. I can't even remember where I heard it now. So there's some weird thing that happens with the plant. Anyway, so there's not as much silver, so the leaves aren't quite as thick. So I'm guessing that once this plant gets more established and a little bit more mature, I'm guessing it probably would appreciate maybe more water than the other one. I don't really know, but I'll let you know once we get there. But anyway, so that is the third plant, the Scindapsus silver something, but she's pretty. Okay, the next plant that I have to show you, I was totally not expecting. We had to stop at my friend Janelle's house. She wanted to run in and grab something, and she came out with this plant, and I was like, and she gave it to me, and I actually had tears in my eyes because I'm a super sap, if you don't already know that. Anyway, I have been wanting to get into some of the more kind of like unique begonias. Not a lot, like I'm not going like all begonia on you, because they're just really not my jam, but there are a select few that I would like, and I do have some projects coming up that are going to require some other types of begonias. Anyway, so she asked me if I had this plant, and it was kind of just like part of a conversation. I was like, oh no, I don't, like, oh, they're really pretty, da da da. And so when she stopped at her place, she came out and gave this to me, and I lost my mind. I'll just show you what it is. So this is a Begonia Brevirimosa, whatever. Anyway, look at that. Holy shamoly. It is beautiful. And that is not camera trickery, folks. That is a bright fuchsia pink. It is stunning. They are a little bit fuzzy. It's beautiful. So this is the newer leaf. So it hasn't quite gotten quite too dark yet. There are 2 stems on this plant, and I love it so much. Thank you so much, Janelle, if you're watching. You're the sweetest. Plant friends are great, honestly, and I just feel really blessed to have this. I am so happy. So this has a prime spot at the top of my stairs on my IKEA shelves, and also this is one of the pots that I got. I got 2 of these, and they had this big clearance section at where did we go? Vermeer's, I think. And this pot, and I got 2. You'll see it in a second. They were $1. That doesn't happen. Anyway, it's a cute little pot, so I put him in it because it is a star, which is beautiful. Anyway, that's enough about the begonia. But I'm really excited to show you what I have coming up for this little begonia. So this is the Begonia Brevirimosa. Something like that. Okay, the next 2 plants that I'm going to show you, usually only, well, one in particular only comes around this time of year, and the other one you see more around this time of year. And so, okay, here's the first one. I'm really excited. This is so cute. So this Isn't that adorable? Okay, I'm gonna give you a guess at what this is. I'll wait. Go ahead and type it down in the comments. It's cute. Okay, have you made your guesses? Okay, I know it looks like a holly, but for those of you who said holly, it's actually not. It's layman terms kind of name, or common name or whatever is called a false holly. And obviously we know that it's called a false holly because it really does look like a holly. However, if you look at the leaves, so that's what the leaves come out like on the false holly. And here's what the leaves on a real holly kind of look like. But obviously they do call it a false holly because it does look like a holly. So the scientific name for this plant is the Osmanthus heterophyllus, I believe is how you say that. Or the Goshiki. So I guess it's more of a Japanese thing, but they are absolutely beautiful. So these can be grown outdoors in zones 6 through 9. I'm in like a 5B, so I'm not gonna push it and put it outside. But these they don't get super huge like your traditional holly bush, but they do kind of fill out nicely, and they're really pretty, and it's variegated, which is, you know, my jam. So these don't produce berries, but they do produce very highly fragrant little white flowers. I don't know what they smell like. I'm hoping that maybe this someday will flower for me, but apparently it is quite fragrant. So like fill your whole home with this lovely floral scent. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with this guy, but I picked him up because I'm a huge fan of holly anyway. I used to have this beautiful holly bush in my front yard and I miss it so much. So when I saw this guy, I was like, I'm just gonna bring you home. He's super cute. Okay. Now, the second plant is also one that you probably already guessed what it is. Now, I did this little project. You already kind of saw what it is, right? So I did this little project last year. I'll just show you this first. So this is a poinsettia. Last year I bought a whole bunch of them because I did a whole video on poinsettias, their care requirements, where they come from, how to overwinter, or not overwinter, over summer them, I guess, in order to keep them all year round in your home. So I will link that video up here if you want to go watch it. There's all kinds of information about poinsettias there. Anyway, so this year I might grab one or two. I definitely wanted this one because I wasn't able to find it last year. So this one is really pretty because it has these, it almost looks like snowflakes have fallen on a poinsettia, and I just find it beautiful. It's really cute. Anyway, so if you don't know, quick tip for poinsettias. It was a really dumb idea for me to put it in this pot, so I'm really gonna have to keep an eye on it. Poinsettias don't like to dry out. They need bright and direct light, and they will actually keep in your home, not just through Christmas, but they will last you right through to probably April, and then you can kind of overwinter them at that point, or over summer them at that point. Anyway, they like moist soil, so I will have to probably water this every 3 to 4 days or so. But it's definitely worth it because she is so pretty. Also, contrary to popular belief, and I do tell you this in that poinsettia video, they are actually not toxic to anyone. They're no more toxic than any other plant. You would have to consume a mass amount of poinsettia leaves in order to be sick. So for those of you people who really want poinsettias but you have cats or whatever, rest assured it will not kill your pet. If you don't believe me, go Google it. I promise it's not toxic. Anyway, so that's my poinsettia. It's really cute. And let's move on. I have 2 more plants to show you. Okay, the second last plant I want to show you is this guy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Nikki, you don't do Calathea. I know. But I do have a Calathea orbifolia, and I really, really do like that plant. And this kind of is like, they remind me of, like, you know, the angel and the devil. This one's the dark one and that one's the light one. It's just what my head does. Don't try to rationalize it. It's not. Anyway, I love these. This is the Calathea, I think it's called a Trifasciata? Calathea Fasciata? Shoot. I think it's Fasciata. I'll put it on the screen. Anyway, this plant is so beautiful. So it very much resembles a Calathea orbifolia, but they have these beautiful shiny thick leaves, which is not similar to the orbifolia, and they are just gorgeous. I love the dark green in the middle of those. There's something about it, I'm telling you guys. From what I understand, they are a more easy to take care of. It's just dirt. From what I understand, they are a more easy to take care of Calathea. That remains to be seen. I have now had it for 4 days. 5 days. And so far so good. So yay me. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful Calathea, and I was really happy. This is the only one they had there, so I jumped on it because you don't see these overly often. At least I haven't at the nurseries that are around here that I go to. So I had to pick this guy up because it's beautiful. And yeah, so now I have 2 Calatheas. Okay, so that is the second last one, my Calathea Fasciata, I think. She's a pretty girl. Okay, I saved this one for last because this is one that I've been on the hunt for a while, and like, you don't see them here. So this is a plant that really isn't like a household name at this point, but I think it's getting there, or it will be. So this is, okay, first of all, look at this pot. Normally I wear glasses, so I bought it because it kind of looked like me with the glasses, but now I'm not wearing glasses, so it really is moot point. Okay, sorry. This is a Homolomina selby. They are absolutely beautiful plants. I don't find them, I think I've seen just the regular green one up here often, but look at those leaves. They are gorgeous. So this plant, they're really an understory plant, so they can do, they'll live in like medium to low light, but obviously if you give them brighter light, they will grow faster and better for you and actually thrive. They're very easy to take care of. They don't require a whole lot from you, and you can see this one's got a new leaf coming in there. This guy I have on my second shelf here behind me. I actually just moved a bunch of stuff around, so you'll see that eventually, but it's really happy where it is. It's throwing out a new leaf already, so I'm super excited about that. They don't like to dry out completely, so but of course they have quite thick stems, so they don't like to be overwatered. But I would say water this guy on your moisture meter when it gets to about a 2. And that should be great for it. Other than that, from what I gather, they're a super easy plant to take care of. I've said that like 13 times by now. Sorry. So anyway, I'm going to insert a photo of what this plant looks like when it gets a little bigger. They're beautiful. They can get these really beautiful big leaves. I love the darker margins around the outside and that stripe down the middle. And the colors just kind of fade into each other so nicely. And I just love it. Anyway, there's a couple Homolominas that I would really like to get, but this was one of them. So this was definitely checked off of my wish list, and I'm very happy to have this little guy. Anywho, that is my little plant haul for today. I'm really hoping that you enjoyed it. It was really nice getting out, like I said, and just hanging out with friends, just chilling and looking at plants and having lunch and talking. I think I've really missed that, you know, like people. Yeah, like human interaction. Anyway, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. I have my family, and of course I'm so blessed to have my kids and Jordan, and my extended family that I get to see here and there. But it's nice to get out with friends and just blow off some steam, just be silly and have girl time. So let me know which plant that you liked best out of this haul. I'm absolutely in love with all of them. Thank you so much to Paula and Janelle for gifting me these new plants, and thank you so much, Brenda, for having us over to your place. The croissants were fabulous. I will let you all go and get back to your regularly scheduled Wednesday. I hope you have a fabulous day. And yeah, if you are still here, my friends to the end of the video, the super troopers that just keep hanging on, what do we want to use today? Ooh, let's put a snowman. Let's put a snowman. Do they have poinsettia emojis? Or holly? Put a Christmas emoji. Just anyone. Okay. Again, I've been really enjoying seeing all of you guys that I don't normally get to see from. So thank you guys so much for playing along with this whole emoji thing with me. I'm having so much fun with it. So it's appreciated. Okay. Thank you guys so much for liking and watching and commenting and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It is a huge help to my channel, and I really do appreciate it. We flipped over to 6K, so thank you so much, and thank you all to the new people who took a chance on some crazy chick from Canada. I appreciate it greatly. But yeah, so that is fantastic. I am still hoping we can make it to 10K by February 1st. That's the goal. Cross your fingers and toes. Shut up, Nikki. Okay. So I would like you all to have an amazing and wonderful day, night, week, month, and year. I love you all to bitty bits, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah! You guys know, or may you, I can't just shut up. That is the Begonia. My brain just fell out. Anyway, I say anyway too much. Anyway, I said anyway.